Bonjour, bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue to Get Through French avec Madame Archer. Hi everyone, my name is Nikita Archer and I'll be your tutor this evening for our second live French lesson here on Get Through French. We are here to help you on your language journey. We're just waiting for a few more persons to join because we have very interactive lessons. And so it's always a lot more fun when we have more than one or two persons available to participate using the live chat. I'm so pleased to have you here with us. Merci de me rejoindre cet après-midi, ce soir, pour cette leçon en direct. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much for joining me this evening, this afternoon, wherever you are. Perhaps it's morning as well, for the second installment of our French live lesson. I'm very pleased to have you here with me. Merci de me rejoindre. We will get started in a few moments. Bienvenue, welcome, bienvenue tout le monde. Welcome to our second session of our live French lessons here on Get Through French. We have been waiting for persons to join, but I know many persons will catch the recording on YouTube. So let's get started. Don't forget, we offer classes via Zoom and Google Classroom for students preparing to write the CSEC French exam. Currently, we are offering classes on 2 evenings, Tuesdays and Wednesdays. We usually encourage students to choose one day and only in case of an emergency should they switch days, just to be a bit consistent. The monthly fee is 6,500 Guyana dollars and payment can be made via MMG or a direct bank deposit. Simply contact Miss Archer, that's me, on 612-4847 for further details if you are interested or if you know someone who may be interested in these Zoom lessons to prepare them for the CSEC French exam in 2023. Alors maintenant, bienvenue. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Get Through French. Check out some of the content, like the videos, and share the videos as well. We're also present on Instagram. The handle is Angelique_Archer, ANGELIQ_ARCHER. And we also have a Facebook page called Get Through French. But if you go directly to that, you will get the links to our website as well as our Instagram page where we offer content and information regarding any new activities that we are involved in. I am so happy to be here this afternoon with you all. I look forward to a very engaging lesson, just like we had last week. It was a lot of fun, and many of the persons who attended were complete beginners. They had never studied French before, they probably just heard it while watching a movie. And so these lessons are going to be spanning not just beginners, but if you're someone who would have studied French a bit, maybe you're intermediate, lower intermediate, and you'd like to do some review work, here is the place to be on Get Through French, live French lessons with Madame Archer on Saturdays at 5 heures du soir ou 17 heures at 5 p.m. Quel emoji? Comment ça va? Comment ça va? How are you? I like to find out how my students are doing, whether I'm teaching them online or we are face to face in a classroom. I always find out comment ça va. So, if you're here with us for the live lesson, please let me know in the chat by using an emoji. Comment ça va? Comment ça va? Are you? Ça va très bien. Merci. Perhaps you're here to the far left, à gauche. Ou peut-être ça va ou ça va bien. Comment ça va? Comment ça va? Peut-être vous allez comme ci comme ça. You're not doing too well, but you're not bad either. You're just so-so. Comme ci comme ça. Perhaps this emoji is more appropriate for you. Et finalement, ça ne va pas. Can you repeat that? I don't know why I'm pausing to have you learn this pronunciation, but I'll go over the others as well. Ça ne va pas. Or ça va mal. Ça va mal. I do hope you're not this way right now. And if you are, I hope to help influence that in a positive manner this evening. Thank you for joining us for this live lesson, cours de français en direct avec Madame Archer. That's me. For those of you who don't know me, je suis enseignante du FLE. I am a teacher of French as a foreign and second language au Guyana, en Amérique du Sud, in Guyana, on the continent of South America. I have a passion for les langues étrangères and I enjoy sharing that passion avec vous, my online students, as well as my live students, the ones I see face to face. In fact, I enjoy sharing it with my neighbors as well. Anyone who meets me, they will learn at least one French word, even if it's only salut or bonjour. All right, so comment ça va? Are we getting those emojis in the live chat? Are you letting me know how you're feeling? Comment ça va? Ah, bonjour. Bonjour, rich kid. Bonjour. Are you doing well? Ça va bien? That is wonderful to know. What about the others? How are you doing? How are you doing, tout le monde? Hmm. Let me know in the chat before we get started this evening. Don't be shy. Send on those emojis. Okay. Je sais. Yes, I know it is you, Joshawn. I am fully aware. After I said rich kid, I realized it's one of my my former students and hopefully future student as well. Oui, monsieur. Bienvenue, bienvenue. Okay, so we'll continue on because the time is going, and I know a lot of persons catch us with the recording. So um, today I am Sava, you know, I am Sava. I just ate, je viens de manger mon déjeuner, a very late lunch, mais quand même, ça va, you know, I am fine. Or you may not know, so I'm telling you. Alors, on continue maintenant avec la leçon. La dernière leçon, pendant la dernière leçon, on a regardé une expression française. During the last lesson, we looked at a French expression et je vous ai posé la question vrai ou faux. And I asked you, my online students, if you thought it was vrai, true, or faux, false. Alors, cette semaine, this week, we have another expression française, and I would like for you to share your opinion with me as well. Again, de nouveau, encore une fois, dites-moi, qu'est-ce que vous pensez de cette expression? Alors, l'expression pour ce soir, the expression for this evening is tout ce qui brille n'est pas or. I'll repeat that. Tout ce qui brille n'est pas or. All that glitters is not gold. Est-ce que c'est vrai ou faux? Est-ce que c'est vrai ou faux? Is this true or false? Qu'est-ce que vous pensez? What do you think? Is it vrai, true, ou faux? False. Let me know in the chat. Merci, Jashawn, for sharing with us your thoughts. Jashawn says, Je pense vrai. What about the others? Qu'est-ce que vous pensez? Is it vrai ou faux? True or false? Tout ce qui brille n'est pas or. Would you like to repeat it? Let me help you with the pronunciation. Tout, repeat after me. Répétez s'il vous plaît. Tout. Notice the final T is not pronounced. We just say tout. And the OU sounds like the English double O. Ou. Ce, CE is pronounced ce. QUI, I wonder if anybody can guess that one. That is pronounced qui. Last week I mentioned that en français, the letters Q and U, when combined, they make the sound que, or similar to the English K, que. So QUI would be qui, because the letter I en français, according to the alphabet in French, I is pronounced E. So let's try those first three words. Tout, ce, qui. Tout ce qui. Très bien. Alors, on continue. Brille, brille. Double L in French is not always pronounced le, L. So, in this case, we have it being pronounced more like the letter Y, y, y. Brille, brille. Next, nez, an apostrophe est, that is pronounced nez. Then, pas. Notice again, we're not pronouncing that final consonant, that S. Similar to the first word, we didn't pronounce the final consonant T. So, brille, n'est pas. Now we are going to pronounce the S for pas because the word following it begins with a vowel. The word for gold, or. Or. Only because that word begins with a vowel, we're going to go against the rule. And so it becomes pas or. Instead of pas or, we're going to pronounce them as one word. Pas or. Alors, je continue. Je vais répéter l'expression entière. I'm going to repeat the entire expression now. Tout ce qui brille n'est pas or. Tout ce qui brille n'est pas or. Did you get it? I hope you did. On continue maintenant avec la leçon. Last week, la semaine dernière, we looked at les nombres de 0 à 20. De 0 à 20. And afterwards, we did a dictée. This week, we are going to review those same numbers. However, we will continue from 21 up to maybe 30 or 40. I hope you're looking forward to the dictation because I know I am. Last week, those persons who were present did pretty good, even though they were complete beginners in French. Alors, je vais commencer avec les nombres de 0 à 20. Écoutez bien et après, répétez. Listen and afterwards, repeat. I'll pause for you to say them aloud if you can practice. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, These. Did you get it? I hope you did. If you didn't, well, you can always get it during the recording while watching the recording. Because remember, we need to continue this week. So let's try from 11 to 20. De 11 à 20. 11. 12. 13. 14. I'll slow down a bit. We're at 15. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. How did you do? Let's go once more from the top, from 0 to 20, before we continue. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're at number 6. It's spelled 6, but it's pronounced 6. 7, 8. Notice we don't pronounce the letter H en français. So it's 8, 9, 10. Let's move on to 11. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Did you get them all? I hope you did. If not, you can always look at the recording on Get True French YouTube channel to practice. Parce que c'est en forgeant qu'on devient forgeron. Practice makes perfect. On va continuer maintenant avec les nombres pour cette semaine. The numbers for this week will be from 21 to 40. Les nombres de 21 jusqu'à 40. Les nombres de 21 jusqu'à 40. Are you ready? Do you need to get a sip of water maybe? All right. C'est parti. 21. 21. 21. You may have to close your eyes for this set and just écouter attentivement, listen well, and then repeat. Because you will see some letters and you will not hear them, and you'll be wondering and fighting in your mind what is going on. So écoutez bien, maybe close your eyes and just repeat after me. Let's go again from 21. 21, 21, 22, 22, 23, 23, 24, 24, that's 24. 25, 25, that's 25. How are you doing so far? Are you getting them? We're at 25. Let's move on now to 26. 26, 26. I'm saying each number twice since these are the numbers for this week's dictation on les nombres. 27. Sorry, we're at 27. 27. Remember not to pronounce the P in set. 27. 28. 28. 28. 29. 29. 29. And 30. 30. The R in French is very guttural. So if you can't get that R, don't say H or don't make it a W. Just use, if you're an English speaker, use your English R. Trente. That would be fine. If you can get the guttural R, go ahead. Trente. If not, that's quite fine. Don't be so hard on yourself. All right, I'll go them over once more, but I'll only say each number one time, from 21 to 30. Écoutez bien et après, répétez s'il vous plaît. Listen attentively and then repeat after me. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. All right, I'm sure you're doing awesome. On va continuer maintenant avec les nombres de 31 à 40. We're going to continue now with the numbers from 31 to 40. Have you noticed a pattern though? Once you learn the number 20, which is 20 en français, you just add the other numbers from 1 to 9. However, faites attention that for 21 and 31, we need to use the word, a or et, okay? Et means and en français, not just extraterrestrial, but in French it means and. So let's go from 31. I'll say each number twice and pause for you to repeat after me. 31, 31, 32, 32, 33, 33, 34, 34, 35, 35, 36, 36, 37. We're at 37, 37, Remember not to pronounce the P for set. 38 now. 38. 38. Don't pronounce the H for wheat. 39 now. 39. 39. And 40 is 40. Écoutez bien, listen well. 40. Rappelez-vous, remember that QU in French produces a k sound similar to the letter K on anglais. And so it is not quarante, but ka, 40. How did you do? All right, let's say them once more from 31 to 40. And then I'll leave the screen with the numbers before we get into our dictée on les nombres. Remember, for the dictation, I'll be calling the number en français in French, and you have to type the digits in the live chat. If you're watching the recording, simply grab a pen and a sheet of paper and try doing the dictation. When you're done, review to see if your answers are correct. All right, let's go from 31 to 40. 31, 32. Remember to repeat after me. 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Bravo, bravo. If you made it through all these numbers and you managed not to bite your tongue or your lip or severely injure any one of those organs that you need to talk, thumbs up to you. Bravo, bravo. Alors maintenant, je vais laisser les nombres sur l'écran et vous pouvez relire les nombres, étudier bien les nombres. I'm going to leave the numbers on the screen for 1 minute, for 1 minute, just so you can do some review work of your own. And then we're going to begin with our dictée. And a reminder for you to send the answers in the chat. You don't have to spell out the number. You just need to send the digits in the live chat. And if you're watching the recording, ensure you have a paper handy, or perhaps you can open a Word document on your computer if you're using your computer while watching this video, and see if you can test your knowledge of numbers from 21 to 40, de 21 jusqu'à 40. So let me give you your minute to review. All right. I'm sure you were able to review those numbers. I think I gave you 3 minutes instead of one. So, c'est l'heure. It is time for our dictée. Remember to écouter bien, puis écrivez. Écoutez, listen, bien, well, or attentively. Then écrivez, write. In this case, you may type the number, the digit. Don't try spelling the numbers. If you want, you can, but the exercise is simply testing your understanding, not your spelling. D'accord? We're testing your understanding. If you were to hear these numbers, on that trip to a pays francophone, would you be able to recognize them? D'accord? So, let's get started. We have 10 items. Number 1, 21. 21. Type the number you think you heard just now, the digits that I call out in French. You type it in the live chat, s'il vous plaît. Tapez le nombre que vous avez entendu dans le chat, s'il vous plaît. Le chiffre, the digits. Merci. Okay, how are we doing? Next number. Nice. Bienvenue, Bev, Marcus. Bienvenue. Thank you so much for joining us. All right. Oui, Jeshon, c'est ça. 21 is 21. Next number. Écoutez bien. Listen well. 24. 24. Okay, I'll give you a few more seconds. I'm seeing some answers in the chat already. Très bien, très bien. Oui. 24 is 24. Rich Kid. Oui, Jeshon. Oui, Bev, c'est ça. Bravo, bravo. Alors, on va continuer maintenant. Third number. 26. 26. Can you guess that one? Oui, 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 Bev Marcus and Jirish North. Très bien, c'est ça. 26 is 26. Bravo. Alors, on continue maintenant avec 32. The next number is 32. Do you remember what number that is en français? If so, send it in the chat, please. Just the digits. You don't need to spell it out. I'll say it once more. Oh, there's no need to. D'accord, bravo. Oh my goodness, we are en feu ce soir, on fire this evening. We're getting these numbers rapidement, very quickly. Très bien. 32 is 32. Bravo, Rishkid A. Bev. Next number is 33. 33. Can you guess what number that is en français? If so, please send it in the chat. I'll give you some more minutes, well, a few more seconds actually, to guess. 33. All right, let me see who has gotten it. Ah, there we go. Rich Kid, oui, c'est ça. 33 is 33. 33. Bravo. We're halfway through this exercise. That's the first 5 numbers. Now let's look at some more, another 5. Remember, écoutez bien, listen well. Et puis, tapez les chiffres dans le chat en direct, s'il vous plaît. Type the digits in the live chat, s'il vous plaît. Okay. 36. The next number is 36. Okay, okay. Très bien. Let me see. Oui, c'est ça. 36. Okay, if I'm taking some time to view your answers, it's because I'm managing on just one monitor. So I have to switch between tabs and windows. Alors, so there will be a delay. Oui, très bien, Bev. 36 is 36. Rich Kid, yes, Jashawn, 36. Bravo, bravo. Okay, these numbers are too simple, man. Let me go higher, let me go higher. The next number is 37. 37. Ouais, ouais, c'est ça. Ouais. Très bien, Rich Kid, 37. And Bev is 37. 37. Très bien. Vous êtes en feu ce soir. You're on fire this evening. Next number, 38. 38. I'll say it once more. 38. Ah ouais, ouais, ouais. Très bien. Les étudiants, très bien. I wish I had some virtual chocolate or a cup of coffee to give you. Bravo, bravo. 38 is 38. Très bien. Très bien. Jashon and Bev. Very good, Vanessa. Bravo. Your French coming up, man. Next number is 39. Remember, we're going higher and higher. 39. Ah ouais, mais c'est ça. 39 is 39. 39, bravo. Bravo, bravo. All right. Now that we're at the final number, let me see who's going to get it first. How are those who are watching the recording doing? Okay, our final number for this exercise is 40. 40. Ah ouais, Rishkin. Très bien, très bien. And Bev Marcus. Très bien. Merci beaucoup pour votre participation dans cet exercice ce soir. Thank you so much for your participation in this exercise. Our dictée sur les nombres. Maintenant, I just want to congratulate you all for doing so well. So we have looked at numbers from 0 to 20 last week. And cette semaine, we did numbers from 21 to 40. And we'll continue every week until, we have these numbers. I can't say up to which number we'll count, but we'll do as many as we possibly can. Maintenant, on continue. Voici les bonnes réponses. Here are the answers. Révisons certains membres de la famille en français. Let's do some revision of of les membres de la famille, members of the family en français. Andrew, bonsoir. Comment ça va, Andrew? Send us an emoji to let us know how you're doing. We're so happy to have you. So happy you could join us. Je suis très contente que tu sois là avec nous ce soir. All right. You're just in time for our review of les membres de la famille en français. We're going to take a look at members of the family en français. So last week we went through a few of the main members of the family comme le père, la mère, etc. And this week I'm just going to ask you to take a look at cette photo Et in the chat, dites-moi 5 mots, 5 words associés à la photo. Now, if you know les membres de la famille because you were here last week during our first live lesson, go ahead and send those members in this family in the chat. And another word, or maybe you know what the word is for dog because that looks like a member of the family too. If you're not so familiar with the members of the family, maybe when you look at the photo, there are other things that you can associate with this picture. Perhaps the word for boy. I'm really helping you. So I'm going to be quiet and allow you to share in the chat 5 mots associés à la photo. Trouvez 5 mots associés à la photo. Fight the urge to go on Google Translate, please. Fight the urge. I know I caught one of you doing it. Okay, if you can't get 5 words, try for two. Oh, don't tell me you can't get two either. Come on, come on, come on. You are here for a live French lesson. You may not have studied French before, but I'm sure there's just one word you can think of. There must be one word that's linked to this photo that you can send in the chat. Go ahead. It's okay if the spelling is off. I'll help you with that. That's why we're here for this live French lesson. Ah, oui, merci beaucoup, Rich Kid. Père, mère, frère, sœur, fille, fils et chien. Let me see. Rich Kid, how many words did you send here? This, if my math is correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mots. Merci beaucoup. Very generous of you to share with us. Oui, Andrew, père, mère. Okay, I'm not sure if okay, that was it a typo for fille or fils, Andrew? Was it supposed to be FILS as in fils, son, or FILLE as in daughter or girl, fille? Très bien. Or or you did a trick there because it's 4, so this was a 2 in 1, you know? Bev, oui, mère, le frère. Thank you for putting the articles, Bev. Très bien. The French, they're very dedicated to maintaining those articles before those nouns. Très bien. And very good spelling too, Bev. In the chat, Bev, oui. Ah, chat. Yes, you could have. Oui, Bev. That is another one. Yes. Because when you look at the photo, you see un chien, which is dog. And so, chat would come to mind, you know? Chat, the word for cat. For anybody who's looking at that word like I was, and I'm the enseignante, and I'm watching that word and wondering why Bev asking me about the chat instead of sha. It is pronounced sha. All right. Beautiful. Let me share the words from the other students here. Très bien. Très bien. I realize the accents are missing, and I know it would have been a bit of work to go and get those accents. If you're on your phone, your cell phone, you could hold down and perhaps choose the correct letter with the accent. So let me see. We're supposed to have some accents, right? Oh my goodness. Oh, ce soir, c'est marrant. I'm having a wonderful time here. Thank you, students. Merci. Oui, chat. There we have chat. And Andrew corrected fils. Très bien. Très bien. I see Rich Kid and Bev are cracking up like I am. For those of you watching, perhaps you're wondering. Replay, rewind, rewind. You'll get the joke. You'll get the joke. If you don't, join us here every Saturday at 5 p.m. Guyana time. Okay? And you can be a part of the fun. Alors, on continue maintenant. Let's continue. Alors, dans cette partie de la leçon en direct, on va apprendre certains verbes communs en français. In this section of our lesson, our live lesson, we're going to learn some common French verbs. Last week we looked at 12, and this week we're going to continue with the same 12, just to ensure that they stick. Regardez ces verbes et essayez de deviner l'anglais pour chacun. Regardez, look at ces verbes, these verbs, et essayez, try, to deviner, to guess, l'anglais, the English, pour chacun, for each one of them. Can you guess the English for these common French verbs? En français, il y a 75 verbes communs. In French, there are 75 common verbs to know. And these are the very first 12 that we chose at Get Through French to share with you, our students. Alors, go ahead and see which ones you know in English. In the meantime, I'm going to go through the pronunciation. Aimer. The first one, à gauche, ici. Aimer, spelled A-I-M-E-R. Aimer. You can go ahead and try pronouncing it. Aimer. Next, we have aller. Aller. Spelled A-double-L-E-R. It is pronounced aller. Next, we have arriver. Arriver. Perhaps you can guess what that one means. To leave, right? I think it means to leave or to depart. What do you think? Next, avoir. avoir. So that's the first 4 verbs. I'll go them over. Aimer, aller, arriver, avoir. All right. Let's go to the second column. Boire. You can repeat after me. I'm going to pause for you to repeat if you wish to. Boire. Chercher. Chercher. En français, in French, CH produces a sh sound. So it's not chair, okay? Or cherchi. It is chercher. Can you say that? Chercher. Bravo. On continue avec commencer. Commencer. And the last one in this column is demander. Demander. Alors, maintenant, I'll repeat all 4 just once. Boire, chercher, commencer, demander. Final column. Donner. Donner. Écouter. Did you get that? Il y a un accent aigu sur la lettre E et alors on la prononce comme E. There's an acute accent on the letter E, so we pronounce it like E. Écouter. Écouter. Voici le même accent ici sur le verbe écrire. Here's the same accent, the accent aigu on la lettre E for the verb écrire. Et finalement, être. If you can't get the guttural R, you can simply say être, and that's fine. Être. Quel accent est ici? What accent is this here? This is the accent circumflex, the circumflex accent. The accent circumflex, and it makes the E sound like E. That is why we say être. Être. Alors, let's go from the top in this column. I'll repeat each of them once. Let's wait for the persons in the airplane to pass over us. Oui, c'est parti. Donner, écouter, écrire, être. How did you do? Were you able to pronounce each of them after me? Or perhaps you already knew the pronunciation for some of them. I would just like to remind you that CH en français, ça se prononce comme sh, as in the SH in English, if you know English. Sh. So it is a chercher. For those verbs with the accent aigu, that's this accent here, we pronounce the letter E comme E. We pronounce it as E. Écouter and écrire. For this verb, which has the accent circumflex, we pronounce the E as E. So this verb is pronounced être. Être. Bon. Alors, let me see if you were able to guess any of the meanings. Ouais. Merci beaucoup, Rishkinov. Merci. Aimer is to like or to love. Oui. Aller is to go. Arriver, to arrive or to manage to do something. So we say arriver à, and then you put the infinitive of another verb. Par exemple, arriver and then à, and then you can put commencer to say you managed to start. Perhaps you managed to start that project that's due tomorrow or in less than a week. Who knows? Arriver, to manage to do something or to arrive. Avoir, to have, and it's also used in French with age. In English, we say, I am so many years old, but in French, and as Bev shared with us last week in Spanish, we use the verbs to have. For French, avoir, and Bev shared last week, tener, en espagnol. Maintenant, boire, to drink. Jashawn, you sent all of them for us. Oh my, look at that. Very generous. Très bien. Bravo, bravo. My work is complete. I think I can pause here now. I am sure. Rich Kid, come take over. You did an excellent job here. Merci mille fois. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have chercher, to look for or to search. Yes. Commencer, to begin or commence. Oui, demander, to ask. Oui. To request to, same thing, just a matter of a choice of words. Très bien. Donner, to give. Oui. And let's remember to listen to, écouter, because we had to do that for our dictée avec les nombres. And we should have another exercise, if not this week, coming up next week with another dictée, another version, including numbers, of course, because every week for now, for the first few lessons, we are going to be looking at les nombres, numbers. Écrire, to write, and être, to be. Okay, on continue maintenant. And for those of you who just joined us, these are some common French verbs to know. Once you're studying French, you should be familiar with these verbs and their conjugations in the different tenses. This lesson is for beginners and anyone who wants to review their French if they're an intermediate student and they just want to brush up. You just want to brush up on your français. You can join our live French lesson. Even though it's being advertised for CSEC students, you don't have to be a CSEC student to join us. You just have to want to have fun and learn a bit of French while doing so. D'accord? Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Get Through French, so you'll be notified whenever we have another live French lesson, which should be every Saturday at 5 p.m. here on Get Through French. We also have an Instagram page and a Facebook page. You can find the links to all our social media sites and our website via our Facebook page, Get Through French. Alors, enough advertising. On va continuer, désolé, avec la leçon ce soir. Ce soir, c'est un peu différent parce que il faut écrire les phrases dans leur bon ordre. We have to write the sentences in their correct order. I'll be giving you a broken sentence or words that can be used to create a proper sentence in French, and you have to check the translation en anglais, oui, and type them in the correct order so that they express what is written in English. Vous comprenez? Do you understand? So we have three words here: Marie, je, and suis. How can we arrange these words so that they say in English, I am Marie. Now you have to help me to do this lesson. I can move the items, but you have to tell me which one to put first. So when you type it out in the live chat, I'm going to be checking the live chat and I can use your answers and fix them in their correct order on the screen. Boom. All right. So we have Mayhem Brooder with us. Bienvenue, Mayhem Brooder. Merci beaucoup pour votre participation. Excusez-moi. Je dois boire de l'eau. I need to drink some water. Excusez-moi. Alors, oui. Good. So, I'm seeing Mayhem Bruder, Bev Marcus, and Rishkid Norv. You're saying that I should put it in this order. Je suis Marie. Je suis Marie. Bravo. I'm Marie or I am Marie. Je suis Marie. Très bien. Très bien. Very good work. Let's have a look at another one. Let's share with our viewers, those who will be viewing the recording, some of the answers. D'accord. Alors, on continue maintenant. Très bien, Andrew. Thank you pour votre participation. Oui, oui, c'est ça. Let's see what the next one is. So we're looking at the words on the screen and we want them to be in an order in French so that they read the English. My name is Jean-Marc. My name is Jean-Marc. What would be le bon ordre pour ces 4 mots en français? Ah oui, 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 oui. Okay, I'm seeing some answers in the chat now. Remember, I'm switching between tabs because I'm using one monitor this evening. Alors, oui, Mayhem Bruder, mon nom est, I see you have corrected yourself, Marc, oui. Well, Jean-Marc, oui, très bien. Okay, so I see everybody seems to agree that's the order I should put them in. So let me go ahead and do so on the screen. Mon nom est Jean-Marc. Mon nom est Jean-Marc. Bravo, 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 bravo. Très bien. My name is Jean-Marc. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. What order should I put these words in en français so that they say, my name is Sophie en anglais. Remember, we're here to practice, so even if somebody sends their answer through, you can go ahead and send yours. It's all practice. You're practicing your spelling, oui, en français, because for those who have already begun studying French and for those who have been studying French for some time, you will be familiar with one of the facts of learning French. There are exceptions to the rule, and then there are exceptions to those exceptions. Another thing is, when it comes to spelling and pronunciation, they rarely match en français. Rarely match. So, practicing typing and then listening to the pronunciation to just remind you of that, c'est très important. It's very important. Okay, let's take a look at those responses. I'm seeing Rich Kid, Je m'appelle Sophie. That's his suggestion for the order I should put them in. Mayhem has also suggested that I put them in that order, as well as Bev. Okay, then let me see. Je m'appelle Sophie. Je m'appelle Sophie. So if you'd like to introduce yourself, you use je m'appelle. Or you can use je suis as well with je suis Marie to introduce yourself en français. D'accord? Alors, on continue avec la leçon. I like French. Well, you have to if you are here. Oui. How do we say this in French? What order should I put these words in so that they express I like French? Rishki, you're not wasting time. You're not sticking, as the Trinese would say. Merci. Let me see if anybody else has a similar suggestion or perhaps another one. Merci, Bev. OK, d'accord. Vous êtes d'accord avec Hushkid? You agree with Jeshon that I should put j'aime le français? D'accord, d'accord. Let me see if we have anybody else weighing in on this to encourage me to put j'aime le français. All right. I'm checking the time. It's already been an hour and a half. I mean, we started late, but we don't want to go too late. Okay, so I'm going to put the J apostrophe. The letter J is pronounced J. So the J apostrophe. And then we have M followed by le français. J'aime le français. Ah, ça c'est vrai. Ça c'est vrai. Is that true for you too? C'est vrai ou faux? Remember earlier, for those who were here earlier, I asked you about an expression, tout ce qui brille n'est pas or. Tout ce qui brille n'est pas or. All that glitters is not gold. And I asked if you were in agreement with that or if you thought it was true or false, vrai ou faux. So for those who just told me j'aime le français, that's the order I should put the words in to express I like French. Could you tell me if it is vrai ou faux? Vrai ou faux? Est-ce que vous aimez le français? Do you like French? I'm saying because you're here, that is some evidence that perhaps you do. Vrai, vrai. Oui, oui, oui. Merci, merci beaucoup. All right, Fish Kid and Bev. I see you. What about Andrew and Mayhem? They're probably saying, well, what do you think, Madam Archer? I am here, aren't I? Oh my goodness. J'aime le français. Okay. Maybe the others are a bit shy, so I'll continue. Okay. How would we say I'm 13 years old? What order should I put these items, because they're not all words, in what order? Quel est le bon ordre pour la phrase en français? Quel est le bon ordre pour cette phrase en français? So what's the correct order for this sentence in French? Le bon ordre. Ah, d'accord, Rishkid. Let me share that. D'accord. Ah ouais. Let's see. Okay, so we're looking at what should be the correct order for me to put these items in so that they read, I am 13 years old in English. So, what would the French sentence look like? Oui, Andrew, très bien. 13 ans. ANS. Thank you for that self correction. Très bien. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Alors, I'm feeling to leave this sentence up parce que moi, j'adore le français aussi. But we need to continue with the lesson. So let's see the suggestions. J'ai 13 ans. Très bien, Rich Kid. Bev, j'ai 13 ans. Oui, c'est ça. And Andrew has corrected. Oui, j'ai 13 ans aussi. Alors, je vais mettre les mots et le nombre dans cet ordre. I'll put the words and the number in that order. Voilà. Remember, in French, we use the verb avoir, which means to have, to express age. So while we're saying I am so many years old in English, in French, we use the verb avoir, to have, instead. J'ai 13 ans. I wonder if you remember your numbers. We looked at numbers earlier for our dictée. We had reviewed numbers from 0 to 20 from last week, and then we moved on to numbers from 21 to 40. Who remembers the number 13 in French, and who can type it out in the chat? Who can spell out the number 13 in French? Comment ça s'écrit? Comment ça s'appelle? How do you spell 13 en français? Comment ça s'appelle? Comment ça s'appelle 13 en français? How do you spell the number 13 in French? Who remembers? Mm. Oui, c'est ça. 13. 13. That is correct, Andrew and Rishkid. Très bien. All right, let's come back on track. That brings us to the end of the sentences. Maintenant, on va regarder les deux verbes irréguliers en français, avoir and être. Now we're going to take a look at these two very important and also very irregular verbs in French, avoir and être. The verb avoir à gauche on the left and the verb être to be on the right. I'll just go through the pronunciations for each of them. In the present tense, the verb avoir looks like this when it's conjugated, and the verb être looks like this dans le présent de l'indicatif. Today, we'll just take a look at avoir before we close off our session this evening. J'ai. You can repeat after me. I'll pause for you to do so. J'ai. Tu as. Tu as. Il, elle, on a. Il a. Elle a. On a. Nous avons. Nous avons. Notice we link the S from nous to the A from avons. So we say nous avons. Bravo, c'est ça. We do the same thing here. Vous avez. It's called a liaison. When we have one word ending in a consonant sound and it's followed immediately by another word beginning with a vowel or mute H, we usually link the two words. There are some liaisons that can be avoided or not pronounced, and there are others that are mandatory. And then there's some that are completely prohibited, but we'll learn about those later. Let's go. Vous avez. Vous avez. Finalement, ils ont. Ils ont. Elles ont. Elles ont. All right, so to close off this evening session, send me a sentence in the chat using the verb avoir, s'il vous plaît. Using the verb avoir, s'il vous plaît. Create une phrase. Écrivez une phrase avec le verbe avoir. Écrivez une phrase en utilisant le verbe avoir dans le présent de l'indicatif. Using the present tense of the verb avoir, type one sentence in French. Okay? So we're going to use our avoir verb, our verb meaning to have, to send a French sentence in the live chat. And that will bring us to the end of this evening's lesson. All right, let me see those sentences. Rishkid, nous avons une bonne et gentille. Oh, oh, you're talking about somebody else. I don't think that's me. I know you are. Tu parles de quelqu'un d'autre. C'est pas moi. Pas du tout. I am not gentil. False advertising. Merci Richard, merci beaucoup. Et puis, Bev, j'ai une fille. Très bien, Bev. Making use of everything we have done during these two live lessons. Très bien, ça c'est génial. That's awesome. Andrew, oui, il a 32 ans. Bravo, bravo. Très bien, Andrew. And Mayhem Bruder, j'ai 33 ans. J'ai 33 ans. Excellent tout le monde. Thank you for your participation ce soir pendant notre deuxième leçon en direct. Thank you so much for your participation in our second live French lesson. Please join us la semaine prochaine à 5 heures, same time at 5 p.m. We may start a bit later because we would wait for others to join since, well, you may not know. Since we would like to have as many persons participate in each exercise, we don't want you missing out on this wonderful opportunity to practice your French and improve it while having some fun. Merci beaucoup tout le monde. Merci beaucoup. Merci de nous rejoindre la semaine prochaine. Thank you for joining us next week as well. J'espère que vous passez un bon week-end, une belle soirée. Au revoir. And if you know anybody who needs a CSEC French lessons, please feel free to contact us on Get Through French. You can check out our Facebook page by the same name, Get Through French. And you'll be able to message us directly, or you can contact us on the numbers I'll share with you in a bit on the screen how else you can contact us. I had fun. I don't know about you, but I had some fun this evening. Merci, merci. I'm sorry, I was muted for 2 minutes. I was saying merci tout le monde. C'était un gros plaisir d'être ici avec vous ce soir. It was a great pleasure being here with you this evening. I hope you had fun. I know I did. Don't forget to join us la semaine prochaine à 5 heures du soir on Get True French YouTube channel. Share the link with others who you feel may have some fun with French as well so that they don't miss out. Ciao, au revoir. J'espère que vous passez un bon week-end. I hope you have a wonderful weekend et une belle soirée and a beautiful evening. Au revoir. Au revoir tout le monde.